The iPhone 17 Pro Max is finally here, and Apple just pulled off the biggest plot twist since Thanos snapped half the universe. The base iPhone 17 got a ProMotion display for the very first time, which sounds amazing until you realize Apple made the Pro models heavier, thicker, and basically gym rats with cameras. Yeah, Apple gave us the glow up and the weight gain in one package, and people are already fighting about which side is the better deal. So let's talk about the 14 biggest differences between the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Pro. The kind of differences that actually matter before you throw your credit card at Tim Cook, like it's rent money. Now here's where it gets sneaky. The iPhone 17 finally grows up with a 6.3-inch display and a silky smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, something we've been begging for on non-Pro iPhones for years. But the Pro models, they went full Iron Man. Apple gave them a brand new aluminum unibody design that makes them look and feel like futuristic bricks of power. Why? Because inside they're hiding the biggest batteries ever shoved into an iPhone, plus the long-rumored vapor chamber cooling system. And let's be real, that's not just a gamer feature. That's a please don't dim to candlelight brightness the second I step outside in Florida feature. Imagine your phone having bottled water sealed inside it to literally move heat away from the chip. That's what's happening here. The result, a 40% boost in sustained performance over last year's Pro. Translation, fewer overheating meltdowns, way more time flexing your graphics in Genshin Impact or editing TikToks without watching your phone cry for mercy. But here's the twist. Because of all that cooling and battery goodness, the Pro models are now officially thick boys, taller, wider, heavier, and chunkier than the iPhone 16 Pro series, which means, yes, your jeans pocket just got a little tighter, but hey, at least Apple is finally giving us phones that last longer than our attention spans. And speaking of lasting longer, let's talk about glass. Apple upgraded the Pros with Ceramic Shield 2 on the front, and for the first time, on the back as well. That means 4 times better drop protection, which is basically Apple saying, we know you're going to yeet this thing off your desk at least once, so here's some insurance. The base iPhone 17, still rocking regular glass on the back, so unless you'd like that spiderweb look, maybe grab a case. And then there's the camera setup. Every iPhone 17 gets an upgraded 18 megapixel selfie shooter with center stage and dual capture, which is great if you want to vlog your face while filming your dog doing backflips. But the rear cameras are where Apple drew a very expensive line in the sand. The base iPhone 17 sticks with a dual 48 megapixel setup and maxes out at 2 times optical zoom. The iPhone 17 Pro, triple 48 seconds, 8 times zoom up to 40 times digital zoom, and a new 3D sensor shift stabilization system that makes shaky hands look like a Hollywood gimbal. Plus, the Pro models get adaptive True Tone flash, while the base iPhone gets plain old flashlight vibes. You can see where this is going. And the gap doesn't stop there, because under the hood, both phones run Apple's new A19 chip. But only the Pro gets the A19 Pro version with an extra GPU core. It's like buying the same car, but one secretly has a turbo boost button. On top of that, the Pro and Pro Max come with 12 gigabytes of RAM, while the base model sticks with 8 gigabytes. Now, sure, iOS is so efficient, it can run like butter on a calculator. But if you're the type who lives with 45 apps open at once, you'll notice the difference. Battery life tells the same story. 30 hours for the iPhone 17, 33 hours for the Pro, and a whopping 39 hours for the Pro Max. That's literally 9 more hours, enough to binge the entire new season of Stranger Things without a single charge break. Now let's get into one of the most Apple moves ever. The base iPhone 17 is stuck with USB 2 transfer speeds, aka 480 megabits per second. That's the same ancient speed Lightning had. Meanwhile, the Pro and Pro Max get USB 3 with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. 20 times faster. Imagine trying to upload a massive ProRes video on the base model. You might actually finish faster if you just painted each frame yourself. And yes, that brings us to storage. The iPhone 17 now starts at 256 gigabytes, which is generous but tops out at 512. The Pro Max, a ridiculous 2 terabytes. That's not a phone. That's a film studio in your pocket. And if you actually are a film studio in your pocket, you'll care about this. Only the Pro models unlock the real Hollywood toys. We're talking ProRes RAW recording, Apple Log 2 for insane dynamic range, 4K at 120 frames per second slow-mo, and even Genlock, which is a first for smartphones and lets multiple cameras sync in perfect time. You probably won't use it, but it's the kind of flex that makes people go, wait, your phone can do what? And if you're into vlogging or podcasting, the Pro models even have a studio quality 4 microphone array built in, so your videos sound less like they were recorded in a bathroom stall. Colors, the base iPhone 17 gets fun shades like lavender, sage, mist blue, white, and black. The Pros, just cosmic orange, deep blue, and silver. Apple said, you want fun? Buy the cheap one. You want to look like you own a yacht? GoPro pricing is also classic Apple. The iPhone 17 stays at $799, even though it doubled its storage and got ProMotion. The iPhone 17 Pro starts at $1,099, and the Pro Max lands at $1,199. Considering what you get, the base 17 is easily the best value it's ever been. But the Pro still feels like the smart buy if you care about cameras, cooling, or, having transfer speeds from this century. So now I've got to ask you, are you rolling with the iPhone 17 for the insane value? Or are you going Pro just to flex the cameras and USB 3? Drop your pick in the comments because I want to see if most of you are practical or if you're just here for bragging rights. Personally, I think Apple finally made the base iPhone good enough to recommend to normal people, but the Pro Max is basically a pocket monster. And let's be real, half of us will buy it just because we can. And here's the truth bomb to wrap it all up. The iPhone 17 Pro Max may be chunkier and pricier, but it's also the closest thing to a pro camera/computer Apple has ever released. The base iPhone 17 is shockingly powerful for its price, but the second you care about video, storage, or speed, the Pro line leaves it in the dust. So if Apple just made this year's iPhones look crazy, wait until you see what's coming with the iPhone Air and the next-gen iPads. Hit that subscribe button now because you don't want to be the last one to know when Apple drops their next plot twist.